New athletic fields at a local high school are barely broken in before police say somebody went in there and ripped them apart. Waterbury police arrested a man for driving an all-terrain vehicle all over those fields at Wilby High School.
The city's Parks and Rec department spent thousands of dollars to revamp the fields, hoping that the school's baseball team would finally be able to play on them. News 8's Jackie Slater joins us live from our newsroom tonight with more on this. Jackie.
The Wilby High School baseball team used to have to get on a bus to drive to a nearby field for their home games. But this past fall, the fields behind the school were revamped, and everyone was excited that this was the year their home games would really be played at home. Well, now they're not so sure.
Wilby High School senior Todd Coelho hasn't played a single game on the fields behind the school yet. He and his varsity teammates were hopeful this was the year.
I was hoping that we can play our games there because we'll have more fan support from teachers and students, because it's like, all right, game's right there next to the school. I got to walk 50 feet. And then to find out that we can't play here for, a few more weeks, it's sad.
Police say on Sunday afternoon, 33-year-old Dennis Rowell of Waterbury rode his ATV all over the snow-covered fields. The school's athletic director saw the whole thing.
I just stopped to check in and get a few things done, and when I was leaving, I saw somebody out there on a quad, and I immediately called the police because I saw the damage to what was getting done to the fields.
On Monday, the snow was melting and deep, muddy tracks were left in its place. It isn't just the varsity team that's being impacted by all of this damage. 30 games are slated to be played here this year. The varsity, junior varsity, and freshman teams each have 10 home games scheduled. Head coach David Vecca is hopeful the fields get repaired soon.
It's always tough, like when something like this happens, but we're usually in the gym, and there is still snow on the ground, so we wouldn't have gotten out just yet. But it does set us back a little bit.
Regardless of where they play, Coelho says the team is optimistic and plans on having a season to remember.
And we have a really good group of guys here, and we're going to get a lot of wins this year. We're going to do really good. We're going to surprise a few people.
Now, the softball and middle school teams also have games scheduled for those fields, so certainly a huge impact across the board. As for Roll, he's charged with criminal mischief, criminal trespass, and breach of peace. Live in the News 8 newsroom, Jackie Slater, News 8.